Good morning, everybody. Let me shut this light off behind me. I think interfering with the regular lights. Yeah, it's too bright. Okay. Just poured myself a cup of coffee. I had to go in the house. It's good. It's hot. So I started off my day. Today I'm feeling good. Yesterday I was dehydrated. And I do this every year. I don't care. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much water you drink. Your just body is giving out way too much sweat. I think here's my deal. If you change your clothes twice a day and they're soaked, you're pouring sweat out of you. So you got to drink like incredible amounts of water. So when you dehydrate, man, your body it feels like it has this nasty cold and you're done. And ain't nothing you can do but keep drinking water and drinking water and drinking water and just whatever. But I'm back and drinking my coffee, and I do drink a lot of iced tea too. So what I did is yesterday I got to this side of the Jeep, right? All on this side, I think I can close this door. This side is painted inside. Nothing has to be done. This one's gonna be primered soon. We don't have to click it, because there's like an edge in here. I want to someone like put some kind of tape that you like, I guess non-slip tape. I'm getting that off. So this side of the Jeep is clean. I left at the end DA in it because I had to do a valve cover on up. So we finished up the black Jeep and it came out good. But when I continued with you, I kept having a problem with the valve cover going on. And the back bolt on the head had like the star. And what happens when you tighten down like a head bolt or a regular bolt, I don't even know what's there. The head bolt, it wasn't even flush to the block, if I'm really thinking about it. It was like almost like a double nut or whatever. So the nut on top, maybe holding a bracket, had like a star. And those stars dig in real good. When they dig in, they tear the metal up, but then they don't back off, which was a good thing. I couldn't get the valve cover to seat and move just a little bit. It was too tight. I moved it, I popped it up a little bit over that, and I took the star wheels that were hanging up on the valve cover and I banged them off. And after that I put them in. It was still a little tight, but it went in, and I took a little screwdriver in each valve cover bolt and pried it over just a little bit to get it started by hand. Because I don't want to zip it in, ruin the head. I've done that before on my 84 block. I used the wrong taps. I was cleaning out the head bolts to go in. Oh my God, I used the wrong one. I was like, holy cow, I just ruined my block. So I had to put my thinking cap on. So I bought these things that were stronger than regular threads. And I had to drill the block and oversize the head bolts. Oh man, what a job. Oh God. Remember that it's not the most important thing of fixing something sometimes. Sometimes you over clean, sometimes whatever, but you learn a lot about being a mechanic is learning how to fix things that you don't even expect. Strip bolts that aren't there. I'm going to show you this one on this, and I'll show you how I did it. We're taking off we got the flares off now. Now we're going to take off the last inner fender wells of the front. I'm going to show you a little bit, then I'm clipping off. I'm only showing you a little tip because I've showed you how to remove them before, but I'm going to do a close-up video. But 1 second, my coffee, I came in here and it was cold. I was helping my wife with our new Jeep. She's driving her Jeep. She's got her toy now. She got her regular everyday driver, and this is her toy. I have my toys. That's for my wife. God bless her. So she'll be good. That's a serious truck. So I put her in something that beyond safe. You think your Suburban safe? You got airbags, you got full frame, right? Yeah, you're safe. All right, do you have a roll bar? I have airbag. Well, I put her in a car with airbags, serious full suspension, seriously lifted drive over shit. And curbs? What curb? Was that a fat kid in the road? Whatever. You go over everything on that kind of Jeep. And that thing is I mean, I'm not even bragging, not because it's our Jeep. That is one nice truck. They built a nice truck. I mean, it's 4-wheel drive, 410 gear ratio. It's only a 4-cylinder turbocharged. It keeps spinning the rear wheels. I mean, it tries to dig even on driving pavement. I mean, you got to like tap the gas. You can feel this squat. You're like that. Oh, it's positive. You know it's limited slip, and it is a locker. Like unbelievable. Like I've never had a locker before. I've had posi units that were shot, and I drag raced for years with them, and they still hooked. You need a little give once in a while. If not, your drivetrain is like gonna shock. So that was my give. I said, let it go a little bit. It was good. Trust me, well, you locked up both wheels. It's spun. I mean, it was not a problem. But this one's a locker, man. Red button on the dash. Big red button. When you see a big red button, what are you going to do? Not touch it? No, you're going to touch it. Lock. Clunk. The hell was that? you know you're locked in, man. And when you get a locker, that wheel and that wheel is, it's like it's driving a spool, you know? Oh, the good old days of racing. Well, I gotta stop. I'm a little nutty on that. I think that's what gets my speed going, and why I talk so quick once in a while. It's like sitting in that seat, right? You're sitting in here. I'm gonna explain this before we get going. You're sitting in that car, right? You're on the line. You're watching your tree. You're lighting up your tree. You got yellow light. Everybody knows I'm on the quarter mile. What I'm talking about. If you race, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, it's so easy to make a mistake. One mistake, it's over, right? That's it. It's not just so you lose the race. You lose your time, your consistency, your whole week is for a lousy 10 seconds, right? And you have to think in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, all of this stuff, right? All right, just imagine this. Your helmet's on, your roll bar's there, your harness is down, your harness is here, between there. Right? And then when you get serious, you strap your head to your roll bar. There's a button on the back of your helmet. Okay, you're like this. And you're driving a stick, it's even harder. I always a stick car. You're driving a stick, right? Now you're like this. Nitrous, you engage your nitrous system on. I was a nitrous guy. You turn your nitrous system, right? Your bottle's already on, right? All that does is turn all your solenoids on. Okay, now you're set up to go. You're going up to the light. And now remember, I had mine where full throttle, nitrous goes on automatically. You pop off that accelerator, goes off, on. So I'm activated, ready, full throttle, push, that's it. You go up there, you're trying to go up, you're driving, all in 10 seconds or maybe a minute to your staging and gone, right? So you watch the first guy go and you're like, this is where you gotta get nerves of steel. Whew. You're getting up there, you're driving, you spin the wheels, get them going, bog it down. First, second gear if you want to start off in second. I started in the second because first is like, tack is like too much and might not heat the tires up enough. Want to heat them up a little bit, put it in second, and you can feel that thing go. And then roll out, start watching your tree, activate it, spray your nitrous. That's your purge button. My purge button was, where the heck did I have my purge button? Did I have it on the shifter? No, the line lock was on the shifter. Activate the switch, my purge button. Yeah, I can't remember where my purge button was. It might have been on the steering wheel. Just a and that's it. You watch your spray come out, get the air and water out of the lines. Just want a nitrous spray. You get a nitrous spray out, you got nitrous right in. Right now you're right at. Now this is all the stuff you're thinking in 1 minute. Okay, now you're watching the tree. You go to yellow, right? You don't want to go too much. You watch him go yellow. Once you go yellow, and you watch the next. Once you got 2 yellows, that guy's ready to go. He hits the button to down, and you go. You don't go on green. You go. It flashes yellow. I could be wrong. I haven't done this in a couple years. It flashes yellow, and you go. You don't go on green. You go on 1 before green because your brain needs to take, and that's your perfect reaction time. My own thing. Let's go with. We're gonna make up a color on the top. make it green, green, and then it counts down yellow, yellow, then green. We're gonna go with that. So you're there, you're lined up, you're at the yellow, he's staging, you're kind of, don't watch him too much, just watch the tree. Once, not about him, it's about you and your time. Now this is all done. This is where you're like, this is what your body goes, wow, this is where you're great, this is awesome. So you're in there, and this is what, I think this is what keeps car guys going, right? You're in first gear. Now I'm a stick guy, so I'm in first gear. I click the line lock, now I'm staged. I don't click the line lock, I'm sorry. I gotta finish the tree, right? But as soon as I hit that yellow, stage 2, hit the line lock button, that locks my front wheels. It's already in first, put it up to about 3,200 RPMs, because my cam goes on from 3,000 to 7,500. Put it around 3,200, and you're there, right? Hold on a second, I gotta close this one off. Alright, little button came on. So now you're at there, right? You got one hand on the steering wheel, 10 seconds, and you gotta hold on to a wheel and guide this thing and row it, we call it, row it, change the gears, down the track. Maybe 3-4 speeds, I don't know. You're never gonna get into 5th. Don't even try that. It locks you out. Trust me anyway. On a Mustang, Fox body, whatever you want to call this. So you're already in first. Your line locked up. The tree is down at 2 stages. He already hit the button. You're at 3,200 RPMs. It's go time. Boom, boom, yellow. Then just watch. Yellow, yellow. Boom. You launch before it hits that green light. You pop the clutch and let go of that button. Right? As you let go of that button and pop that clutch, you're digging in, and then nitrous is full. 175 more horsepower digging in the back. 700 and something horsepower. Wow, you're out, right? You think that tree on your tack is fast? You can't even look at that. You just watch that thing go boom and hit yellow. You dig at it first. Boom, boom, boom. You hit that sucker as hard as possible, right? You go through the gears. You're at, in a couple seconds, half track. You're at 120 something miles an hour. And then you gotta start slowing down your tack and not going too much on your tachometer. You don't want to keep going over 75. So these are all the things you gotta think. And all my stuff was electronic, not major stuff, but to get it all right. So my tack wouldn't go over 75 because my revometer, I kept at like 8,000. The cam was only up to good to 7,500. When that guy's right next to you and you're sitting there and you're at 123 and you're mid-track and he's like slightly pulling away, or you're both like this, because remember, he's doing the same thing. So if he has any kind of issues, steering wise, gear wise, over revving, whatever, not in the right gear, whatever, then you can start watching just a second, just like that, right? You're at top end. Wait. Top end, this gets you all going, right? 123, this is me, 123 miles an hour at 10.98, right? And that's before I built a motor. That's a stock block. Pistons, stock. So that's an 8-second car when I was done. 9-second, 8 high 8s, low 9s. I'm talking right on the edge, definitely, not even a thought, right? So, you're top end, you're doing this and you're that, and you're digging, you're like, oh, the hell with it, watch this. At the little bit, you're starting to lose, you gotta get going. Watch that tack. Remember, you're good up to 8. You don't go any more higher than that. You could probably go 10, but how much more power are you gonna push? Not much, but you are gonna stress it out. You're gonna stress it out a little bit. It's just, wow, just keep it going. 75, just win the race, or keep your time. What do you want? You win the race by what you dial in at. You dial in at 10.2. You got to hit 10.2. So if your adrenaline gets going too much and you just want to keep going and beat him, you lost. You went over. Your car, at all the gears, you went through perfect, up to 7,500 without spinning, digging down in the whole 9 yards, nitrous spraying, boom, 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 boom. 7,500. You should be you should be sitting there like this. That needle should be just sitting there hanging and just going. and then you know your consistency, and then you back down slow off that motor, and you know you won. If you get your ticket and you look at your reaction time, your quarter mile time, and it matches what you put it in for, then you're good. And everybody knows it out there. Everybody knows racing. That races, man. That sometimes gets me going. I love it. I am rambling, but hold on. So I dig my coffee in today. I had to keep my coffee, so I grabbed up. I grabbed my camping stove. It hasn't been on probably 10 years. Not a good thing. So I took my propane, lit it on my regular lantern here. I always have a safety in my house. No matter what, we can hang this right now because it lit up no problem. And I have, regular propane tanks. So I took the propane, spun on here, lit it, didn't light. Took the lighter, lit it here. Whoa. You got like some kind of spider web going here. That's what usually it is. So it's the same thing, anything. There's a line here that's clogged or whatever. A little seal here. So instead of shutting off, I shut this one off. I turned the other one on. With this, it went underneath. I'm on top of this. I'm on top of safety clean. Thank God it's not really flammable. I used a certain kind of liquid and it's not flammable. That would be stupid. But this is where I'm going to heat my coffee up from now on. I'm going to fix this. So that will be continued. And yes, it is part of car stuff. We need our coffee. So here we go again. Now we're down here. I'm going to show you. This is the main thing. I'm doing all this kind of stuff. The Jeep, right? So I don't know if these lights are too bright. Man, they are bright on me. So I'm going in really close. So I'm showing you right now these. I almost can't get any closer than that. How's that? Close enough? Can you let me put some more light on it? That's a lot of light now. Yes, you can see the bulb. So to take this fender out, I showed you on one other one, but now I'm going to show you a little bit of a tip. I use a channel lock, and I grab these because sometimes these bolts on the opposite end, which is a 5/16, they dug in to the plastic. You can't grab the nut because they're dug in. So you take this channel lock and you just turn the nut out. Just grab this both ways. I'll do this one because I already did this one. I got already loosened up. See how loose it is? It's already loose, but you might be able to grab now the other side. Oh, you can't even tell. You can't hold it with your fingers. So grab it with your vise. You could use a vise, I guess, but I use the channel lock because the angle it has a nice angle to get it in there. You have to hold it, and now because it's out of the plastic a little bit, you can grab on. So each one is a battle, and you can't get a drill in here. You manually have to turn this stuff. You're gonna have to wrench it. So what I like about it is the channel lock, you can rotate different ways. And because the angle, I use a deep socket because a short one, you don't have enough and it hits your ratchets all the way in here, too tight. So here, sorry about rambling on about that racing, but oh man, I love that. That's what gets you going. That can make you go 1,000,000 miles an hour, man. That's like, when they say you're addicted, that's speed, man. That's speed. That's addiction. So I find out too, sometimes you can't even get the nut out. The screw out, the screws to this grommet here. See? It's a nice hard plastic one, and I take them. Remember, I'm a plastic kind of guy. I put it away in a baggie, and now you're on this whole fender. So this whole fender is going to go in this baggie. Put it in the back of my Jeep, and then I'm done. So these stick sometimes, so leave it be. So when you take the whole fender off, this plastic will come off, and that'll just come out. And then it'll much easier to come out. So I'll show you on the top one. This is solid. You can't get it. You can't get none from the back. So take this, watch the screw, and once it starts turning, you gotta know you got up. So you turn that out. That's why I like the channel lock. You can switch it around. See? Take it and switch it around again. Look at that. 34 years old. And guess what? She has a home. She don't want to be touched. But you're trying to fix her. You want to make her better and maybe give well, it can't be another 34 years, because if it was 34 years, I'm 56, 66, 76, 86. 86 plus 6, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. I'd be 92. Right? I'm gonna throw it out if I did my math on my fingers, and yes, I do math still on my fingers. If I see it, I can believe it. 92 years old. I might have this when I'm 92. We'll see. Remember this video. Oh, someone took the inner fender well on this out. Now I'm looking at it because I see all the rubber grommets. Oh, here. This side, this frame is a little rusty. Pretty solid though. I did find one spot in the back frame that's rusted. So now you got that mostly out, and you still can't turn it with your damn fingers. No way. Keep going. If you start watching the screw turn, then you know it digs in so much the plastic. I guess over years the plastic does something. I don't know the exact science between it. All I know is it digs in, and you can't get it out. You can't get it started. You can't put a socket on it. So that's it, right? So you got another one out, and that stud is solid, but you got it out, right? That's what's all it's holding on. So if you look at it, this will come out. This will move now, and this might stay in the fender. After it's out of the fender, wiggle a little bit, and it'll pop right out. So you got two out. And that's the whole process of this thing. You got two out. You can put it back now because we don't need to see me that close. Nobody ever does. So, let me tell you. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One going this way. 6, 7, 8. You got to struggle 8 times. You'll be here for an hour. If you're good, you're here for an hour. So we don't need that much light. All right. So let me turn on the light. That light is way too bright. Oh, it's good. I'm just, I don't need. So that's where I'm at. You don't need to see the rest of this video. Sorry about my little race thing, but that's the whole process. Could be this. You got to think fast, think right, think slow. You got to do all this thinking to get this done. It's coming out nice though. Once I get this, we're gonna DA everything. Then we're ready. Then they're true out, and we can keep on going with the body. We're up to doing the body. We are up to here. We're up to here, so we are almost all the way around. Then we got the hood. I found 2 more dents on that, and then that window frame. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the window frame. And I'm lightly sanding this down. I spray bombed a little bit in the back just to, I don't know, maybe it's just to get some of the rust, just to make it look a little better. So that's it, everybody. Do another one later, and send some more posts out. Now I'm feeling better. All right, have a good, thank God it's Friday. Weekend time, take the Jeep tops off and go cruising. That reminds me, anybody out there, now I promote a lot of things on eBay, Motor Speed, 1984, or my YouTube channel, Len Massey at What's Up Cheap. So those 2 things. If you can contact me too, I just bought a Willys, a 2025. It's my wife's, it's her toy. Well, it's a 2-door Willys, and I want a soft top. I'm looking for factory soft top. They want $3,000. I'm not paying $3,000. I still want a factory one. So a lot of people on Marketplace, Facebook, any of my friends know anything, throw me some information. I'm looking for one. I'm looking on eBay, Marketplace, and Amazon. Those are my 3 places I look at. And also I sell at. So look, I'm making money and I'm giving it back. That's the way everybody works. So anybody have any information about that, throw me. I think I pretty much have the two numbers, the factory number. One has a tint and one doesn't have a tint. I don't know, tint or not tint. The truck is white with black. It doesn't matter to me. I've got the, you know what, maybe we'll just go with the regular one, because I got up and we bought the whole soft top for that. I'm missing like 4 little brackets to finish it up. And I want a canvas top, not the vinyl one. I like the canvas feel better. I don't know if it's more expensive or cheaper, but I like it better. Not tinted. So I'm looking for non-tinted 2020 Jeep Wrangler model Willys, two-door, soft top, vinyl, non-tinted. Anybody have any information? Send it to me. Thank you, and have a good Friday.